Hey guys, welcome to the Cycling Factor YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing an FTP test, and for those of you that do not know, that is a functional threshold power test. It's all about how much power you can put out for an hour. In theory, there's two types of tests that can be done. In this case, there's a 20-minute power test. You also have a step test, which is what I'm doing here. And mainly it goes up by power every minute, and you have to hold the power for a minute till the next increment. So I'm just going to start forwarding the video here. I'm sure you guys don't want to watch the entirety of the 40-minute video, but here we go. I guess I'm just going to start roughly, I think 240 watts or 220 watts is kind of when the effort really begins for me, or not. Okay, I guess we're just at 100 watts. It's fairly easy here. I mean, for the most part, everybody should be able to hold 100 watts for a minute. This is not really the tough part. So I guess we'll take some time to talk about where I'm starting from here. Last year, 2 years ago, I started training regularly over the winter. I say regularly, but it was really only for a couple months. It was starting of, I believe, end of December of 2019 or the start of January in 2019. I approached one of my good friends and he put together a training plan for me. So we started training, 5 to 6 days a week. There wasn't too much volume. I was riding roughly an hour every day because I was busy with school. This would typically be done at 5 in the morning. I'd wake up, hop on the trainer for an hour, meditate, have a shower, make breakfast, and get to school for 7. So that's a little bit of a background. As you see here, we've jumped to 240 watts. This is kind of where the effort really begins for me. And going back to that previous trading block a year to 2 years ago, my FTP at that time, we started out at 212 watts. At that point, I weighed probably around 78 to 82 kilograms, which is roughly 185 pounds on the upper end. So yeah, watts per kilo, got to figure that one out. But FTP started out at 212 watts. Near the end of that training block, I hit 244, which is the highest I've seen my FTP be. So our goal for this year is mainly just to, build up our base fitness. That's the plan over the winter. And we're currently in mid-October, end of October. So really build our base till the end of December, start of January. Get a lot of volume in. I'll be doing 4 to 5 rides a week during the work week, and then 1 to 2 rides over the weekend. Be a little longer. I'm planning for 2-hour rides one day and the 1-hour ride the other day, and then 1-hour ride pretty much every day throughout the week, as well as a leg day on Thursdays. I'll go over my training plan in another video, but that's kind of the goal for us this year. So 260 watts is what we're almost at the end of here. And as mentioned previously, my FTP was up to 244, but realistically I've not been biking that much because I've been busy with work and school over the last year. I'm going to my last year university. I'm going into my last year of university as well, so this is, I'm just trying to fit in training where I can. And as mentioned, our goal is to really build up our base over the winter and then start getting some high intensity and high volume workouts done at the start of January, moving into April, March, April, and then from there getting the intensity up quite high for the last month or two leading into the summer. I'm still undecided if I want to do any races next year, but we'll see, I guess. We'll just see where our fitness is. My goal for next summer is to have an FTP of roughly 260 watts, and I think that's doable. I just have to stick to training. I've got some knee issues previously, so just high intensity workouts are slightly challenging. Also, my IT band is quite tight, so I'll have to stretch before every workout and after. We see at the end of the 280 watt block here and 300 watts, this is, if you don't watch till the end of the video, this is where I ultimately fail. 300 watts is fairly challenging at this point. You can see heads down, song, I can't remember the song, but I was in my zone, 46 seconds to go. Legs are definitely hurting here, feeling like bricks, so just trying to power through it. And at the start of the FTP test, it does mention that you have to make it through to every round for it to count. So you have to finish the whole minute. And here I'm just trying to hold on, make it to the end of the round. You can see my face. It is hurting. Just trying to push through, looking at how much time's left, 20 seconds, 18 seconds, just giving it my all. And RPMs, trying to keep it high, just so I can push my pedals over with erg mode. And just in the hurt box. A few more seconds, and I ultimately pop. There it is. Nothing in the legs. I could have stretched, for probably another 30 seconds to 320 watts, but ultimately you have to make it in till the end of the period for it to count. So this comes out to an FTP of 225 watts. Not the highest, but a good place to start. And we will be building our training plan based off this figure. I will put out another video talking about what kind of workouts I'll be doing, mainly zone 2 with a bit of threshold. And I guess just keep an eye out for the next video, and we'll go over that. I hope you enjoyed. I know, very anticlimactic, very short video, might be a little boring, but just thought I would break down how the FTP test went, what our goals for the next year, and how we progress. Cheers.